What's up, everybody? Soren Baker here on Unique Access, and today we have the honor of being joined by Busy B.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming through, sir.
No doubt.
Yes. So Busy B has many honors and distinctions in helping, get hip hop to the level that it is today. And one thing that I was always interested in, wanted to get your perspective of holding the title of being the first solo MC, not coming from a crew or a group.
Right.
So what made that something that you did and not?
I mean, now between then it was good. Now it's good and bad.
Okay.
Because see, now everybody asks me like, who influenced me? I mean, it was Melle Mel, really. Other than that, it was nobody, because there was no solo MCs.
Right.
So I had to take the status of doing it by myself, because I didn't have like a partner. Everybody had a homeboy or a brother, to partner up with. And I didn't have that, but I had friends. But then my friends didn't want to be rappers or DJ. When they saw that, they didn't want to do that. And I just had to do it by myself. I liked it. I seen Melle Mel and Kid Creole on the microphone going back and forth out there, but that was awesome. I said, oh man, that was too much, and I wanted to do that, but I had to do it by myself.
And then once you have, in this era, of course, there weren't albums really, but a lot of singles. So for you, one of the early ones, or the early one, was the School Days record. So with that, I wanted you to get explaining kind of the mentality shift of people talking.
See, me, I was more of a showman. You would want to see me more live and get a better feel and perspective of me live than back then on records, because I was maybe a little ahead of my time for records, because the records didn't do what the general records did when the Sugar Hill Gang came out. And I believe it was production-wise, and then they had access to radios. We didn't have that type of stuff, and I wasn't around that type of stuff. When we got to pick, everybody was pitching off of what Sugar Hill had done. And everybody was, I guess, had their little sources of getting into studios and making records. So I tried to follow that trend. I mean, it did all right, but it didn't do all right for me record sales. But people know Busy B from being that busy back then. See, I was busy early, you know what I'm saying? So,
Rocking the spot.
Right.
So how did things change, or what changed, or how did you learn, or what did you learn doing early records?
I learned to stay in it. It's like a lottery. You stay in it. And I built relationships with guys and groups. When the group started coming out, I started building relationships, because then they heard of me, doing what I was doing. And then I was the guy, again, to this day, I'm about having fun and enjoying the culture. I was never the stuck-up type of guy, or the it was all about me type of guy, or you know what I mean? If you was doing what I was doing, and we was having fun doing it, and you was having fun doing it, and I saw that, I was down with that. You know, I liked having fun and building, and that, to me back then, they call that fly shit. I like fly shit. I like to do fly shit. You know what I'm saying? So.
And where did that come from? When you first remember that?
Me. I'm riding in a limousine in the wild style, smoking joints with the girls, drinking champagne. That's fly shit. I was doing fly shit, you know what I'm saying? So, and I just kept doing that. So then the people that saw me doing that when they started doing that, and if they was rappers or DJs, and I know them and got to know them, then we became friends, you know what I'm saying? And the trend just kept going, and I kept going. I didn't stop. Sometimes I got with a group for a minute or two, just to get in and see what was up, and then I broke off, and then I might have got with this. So I bounced around. I played checkers with the game for a minute in the beginning to find out actually where did I stand. You know what I mean? And then as time just went on, I kept going on, and I built a relationship all around now, between everybody. I mean, I remember when the KRS-Ones, the Public Enemies, the Danes, what's the group, Stetsasonics, Greg Nice and Smooth. I mean, right now, even those guys I just named, they classics.
Right.
All of them, to the new guys that in the rap industry today. You couldn't tell me what was the #1 song last week.
It's very quick.
I wait.
Yeah, it's quick.
See, back then you would know, okay, KRS was this, or Big Daddy Kane was #1, or Biz Markie was #1, or we knew who was number one at the time in the period. You know what I'm saying? And it might last a good 6 months, maybe a year, but we knew who had the number one song. Right now, I'm still waiting. Who got the number one song in the rap world just a week ago?
Right.
They coming so fast, you know, you don't know who is who. Now, right now, you hear of Cardi B. Okay, she's from the Bronx. That's big ups. That's my girl there. You know what I'm saying? I never met her, but you know, in our culture and from the Bronx, that's what's happening. So, but again, I haven't met her, and she got about 30 hits out here already. So you wouldn't know which one is the one, you know what I'm saying? And then you got so many other, and then back then for us, we didn't do that collaboration. We was battling.
Right.
You know, I want to do my record, make it go. I want to do my record, you know what I'm saying? Go. If we was doing Busy Bee featuring the Dane or Nice and Smooth featuring Busy Bee and Big Daddy Kane, I mean, I don't know what happened. And we wasn't even thinking in that era like that, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, we was going, when we went gold, we went gold.
Right.
You know, when we went platinum, we went platinum. These guys here, I mean, again, they're getting their money, and that's what's up. I respect that. But I mean, I don't know, man. Like,
well, speaking of shows and stuff with Wild Style, how did things change the way you were perceived from what you could tell? Like
the money.
Okay.
The money, definitely. We went from thousandaires to millionaires. You know what I'm saying? We went from $100 rappers to $1,000 rappers to $1 million rappers. You know what I'm saying? The MCs as well. You know, you got rappers and you got MCs.
Right.
You know, the difference between the rapper and the MC can go such as me. I can use the number one rapper song, do it better than him, rock the crowd with his song, do my song, and rock. There's that man, he's just gonna sing his song, and it's over.
Right. Yeah.
That's the rapper. The MC can do his song, my song, a few other songs, and still rock the crowd. The rapper got to do that, and he out.
Right. And then, of course, making cash money is...
Well, I didn't make cash money when I made cash money.
Well, I'm saying the song, though.
I didn't make cash money. The song was the song. I didn't even make the dime back then. You know, the song was dope. Making cash money. That was a dream, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know, Kid Rock came along 1998, and I did that song, what 1982.
82?
Called Making Cash Money. Okay, I ain't make a dime. Right? So 1998, Kid Rock said, hey, yo, Biz. Yo, man, let's redo that song. I said, what song? He said, let me do that bob with the bob. I said, yeah, come on, let's do it.
Right.
He said, yo, man, we can redo it and we can come off. I said, all right, let's do it. You know, and he did it. And we sold 11 million copies, man. I mean, my bob to the bob, which Kool Moe Dee said put on hold. You know what I'm saying? We went on hold, all right. We went sold 11 million.
I was going to say you went on hold to the diamond.
So yeah, we went Moe Dee. You know what I'm saying? Hey, listen, man, I don't know what to tell you, man, but thank you very much, man. We put it on hold, and guess where it went? To the moon. So you know, and then that song and that hook made Kid Rock a household word.
Right.
To this day.
Absolutely.
He's a household word behind that one song.
From Busy Bee.
Oh, yeah. Ha ha, how you like me now? Kool Moe Dee, how you like me now?
Well, I wasn't going to bring up the battle, but let me ask you one question about
it.
it.
The battle was a sabotage, but I had fun with it. I had fun with it.
But what did you learn, if anything, from it?
Stay on point when you're having a contest to the very end to see who's gonna come up and get. Because I went and chilled out after I thought it was over. I went and chilled out, went to smoke some weed, drink some champagne, chill out with the girls, and all of a sudden the contest still going on. Somebody up there talking about me and doing out. So wait till it's over, wait till the party over, get your trophy, make sure nobody else coming around, and then you do that. That's my advice. Because other than that, you get sabotaged like a motherfucker.
Okay.
That's it.
Now with the song Making Cash Money, obviously that music is very iconic as well.
Right, my man James Brown.
Oh, yes, so it was used before you and then it's been used after you so many different times.
Right.
So as far as MCing, rocking parties and different things, when you hear beats used different ways in different eras, like as an MC, how does that affect you or make you think of things?
Well, I mean, again, I'm about the people. If the people, if the DJ and the atmosphere is what it is, I look at that. And I see that atmosphere and I see people enjoying themselves and having fun, but the DJ or the MC is not saying what I know they need to say at that period of time. And I'll go and ask, hey, can I do that? And they'll say, here. And then once they give me that and see what I do, they tell me, go ahead, man, keep the mic, man. Keep the mic, you do what you want to do, man. You know what I'm saying? Okay. You got it, my man. Do your thing, you know, and that be that.
Okay. And then...
I'm the shit, man.
Well, this I know. That's why I was so excited.
I'm the shit, man.
Well, like I told Busy B before we started, man, my brother Dylan and I were downtown in Baltimore, probably what, 15, 20 years ago it was?
Okay, yeah.
And I was like, yo, Dylan, that's Busy B. And he was just walking around the Baltimore Harbor. You know, I'm from Maryland. Shout out to Maryland. But
see, and that's another thing. I can, as far as being an MC,
and we came up and talked to him.
And right, people can do that.
And he was very friendly.
Okay, so there it is. In the rap world, you got your DJs and them saying you might be your favorite people. When you run up to them, you may get booed out the way. Right. They can't talk to you at this time. I mean, that's not the culture.
Right.
Let's not get it twisted. I mean, come on, man. These are your fans. Take that away, and you back to in the hood where you was at in the hallway with that 40 ounce and talking what you want to do. Right. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I mean, that's what we all did. You know, we was in them hallways in our neighborhoods, and yo, man, if we get a break, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's how it all started. And this for me with groups. That's why I stayed the solo MC, the groups. I mean, if you think about it, y'all, all groups, y'all come in together. Just like I said, y'all be in them hallways gambling, shooting money, doing y'all little 1-2, selling your shit to form Voltron. Then y'all get right there and somebody tear it up. One person tear it up because they done got greedy. Somebody went in that person's ear. Yo, you can do better than that. I mean, come on, we wasn't thinking like that one before. When we was in that basement, nobody said, yo, okay, if we come off, you go do that. Nobody thought of that. All of a sudden now, we broke up and then make it look ugly to the real fans that known us all together. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, I take for instance Jackson 5. They the first group that started and broke up, and that's what started that trend from R&B to hip hop. Because when they saw that, people just start forming groups, and then one person to break off, then two persons to break off. Then I mean, you know, then you have a reunion. I mean, if that's a trick, then sometime it works.
So as your career progressed, though, you're seeing all these different things happening, and then you do keep putting out records and.
Yeah, I keep trying.
No, but
I keep trying.
You keep doing though. But that's the thing, because even another one right after making Cash Money was Busy Bee's Groove with that.
Right.
So with Sugar Hill, what did you see? What Sugar Hill did that was so special?
They believed me. They believed in me.
Okay.
You know, they believed in me. Miss Robinson believed in me. Mm-hmm. Her sons believed in me, and it was really the sons that, hey, mommy. You know, at this time, let's do Busy Bee. I hope Busy Bee is dope, and you know, it was that type of push I had. Other than that, with my clientele on the street, I always had a clientele in the street, you know, because of what I did, and that helped a lot.
Right, and then of course, Suicide comes soon thereafter with, and that being, I'd say, one of the.
Suicide was another like a gift, because we shopped Suicide. Jazzy J and I. Jazzy J went to, I mean, at the time, we had Grand Poobah, you had Big Daddy Kane, we had, it was forming then, you know, and Jazzy J shopped at that beat to like everybody. And everybody was like, nah. So he said, Biz, man, nobody listen to this beat. So I listened to it. I mean, I said, this beat is the shit.
Yeah.
I don't know what they thinking about.
Absolutely.
And then I'm gonna tell you how the name came about. Melle Mel came, like me and Melle Mel boys, right? So he came, I said, yo, Mel, listen to this beat, man. He said, that shit is Suicide.
Okay. That's big.
He said, that shit is Suicide. I said, that's what I'm calling this shit. Word, this shit is Suicide. Word is ball. And I went in just like, I started like the hype, like, yo, that, and Jazz said, nah, B, you gotta do this shit laid back. Like, you gotta come in the laid back style now, like when you and AJ, so, cause like me and Cool DJ AJ, we'll come to spots, and we'll just turn off the music. And you hear, right now, y'all, it's time to prepare for the kid that sets the atmosphere, not Dr. Jacob. And everybody like, ooh, something get ready to go down. And I said, 1 for the treble, 2 for the bass, listen to the Busy Bee. Oh, Lord, and people just lose their mind. And it was like, that was my trend. Right. That was my, and that was it right there.
Okay, and then the record you end up getting to do the Running Things album because of that. And with that going on Unique Records, is that what became Universal?
Right. See, and we was independent with Strong City. Right. And the record was that strong with, again, the record just, it fooled me because I never had a hit record. So that was actually my first hit. Hit. I've never known about a hit because I never had one. And I didn't know what a hit was. Only person I knew at that time who had a hit was Melle Mel. He had the message. And so I had to ask him, I said, Mel, what the fuck, is this a hit? He said, B, you got a hit. Okay. And I was like, wow, because I never knew what a hit was. because I never had one. And you know what I'm saying? You already had the artists, you had the Eric B's, Rocket, they had hits. Those was hits, as far as I know. I didn't know I had one. So when it was told to me, yo, B, you got one, I was cheese smiling everywhere. They were all around the world. I was like, yeah, I'm the man right now. You know? And see, but I never knew what that was or what it felt like as I was being that. You know, so this is why, like people say, Busy B's like the humblest guy, because I stayed that same way. I'm that same guy. I'm that same guy at 88 right now.
Yeah, and the amazing thing is, speaking of 88, I mean, at that point, you've been rapping more than a decade already.
Right, I've been, I told Dane this one day. I said, Dane, you know, for you, you know, it's in there that y'all been rapping and you feel like you've been rapping too long, right? Well, for me, I've been rapping 3 long. You know, y'all 2 long, I'm 3 long.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is. So you might hear my thing going off. They're trying to talk to me. They hear me doing interviews with you. So my thing go cling, cling.
It's all good, man.
That's me. They trying to get me.
And with the running thing, since that was also, you know, you coming out in the era.
That was a classic.
I would agree. But before records, before rap was even on record, then in the singles era, and then moving into the album era, for you doing an album and it being after a decade that you were in the game, what had you learned of yourself as a writer, as someone putting together concepts, different things?
I learned a lot. I definitely did. I learned you have to actually have patience. That's 1. 2, deal with the right people that believe in what you're doing, so you can get help, because you can't do it by yourself. It's still not designed to do by yourself.
Right.
You know, everybody say, I did this by myself. No, you didn't. You know what I'm saying? You definitely need your help, and that's hard to find, because you got your swindlers, your snakes in the grass, your homeboys that say they're your homeboys, and at the end of the day, they the one just wanted to find out where the source was at, and then they got the source, and then they took over. So it's sketchy these days, but for me, again, I've been doing it 3 long, so I know who are the snakes, I know who not the snakes, I know who I want to be around, and I'm my choice now, because I'm not under a contract. So I can do what I want. I can go where I want. I can do what I want. I can say what I want. I can join who I want. I can, you know, and that's the beauty of it for me now, because then now all the friends, even I got new rappers, the new rappers from Atlanta, from down south, from right here in LA. I'm in LA right now. You know, I got friends right here, and I'm from the Bronx, man.
Right.
I'm from the boogie down Bronx, man. And I got friends worldwide, man. I mean, you know, and they like me. And that's the beauty, man. And for me, like I say, everybody say, B, you never got your just do it and all that. Okay, fine. But you know what I did get? And you know what I'm more happy about? Respect.
Well, you got that.
I got that. And some guys, Jay-Z, and some of them billionaires now.
Right.
I'm a billionaire in respect. I'll take that.
Congratulations.
They can't say they got $1 billion in respect. Some of them can't even go in their own hood from where they came from. So, I mean, you know, I can go in my hood. I can go in people's hoods. I can go in the other hoods and sit there and deal with the brothers and talk with the brothers and the sisters and the fat girls and the winos and the crackheads. And Bird, they be like, yo, Biz, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? You ever see the crackhead with no teeth? They out there, yo, that's my dude, me, man. You let me, man. Do it, that. They know all my songs. They remember everything. And I give them back their respect. And that's it.
Right.
I mean,
well, speaking of when you were building the team, or having the team that you did have with Strong City, one of the people that you worked with early in his career was Skeff Amsel.
Oh yeah,
and
he blew up. You see,
well, that's why I wanted
was
you to
watching.
talk about.
Oh man, it's beautiful. Diamond D.
Yeah,
Diamond D the
absolutely.
same way. I mean, Diamond D did a song I did called "I Got Things So," and for him, it was his first time ever on the make, because I had a deal with Uni. So for them, that was major.
Right.
And for him to be on that, he felt excited. He was on a major deal.
Absolutely.
We're busy. Yeah. Yo, I'm with Biz. Yo, we with Biz. You know what I'm saying? And they did Natalie Cole. They became, I mean, come on, man. Diamond D's to score with the Fugees. He became a million. I mean, and Skeff Amsel with Tribe Called Quest. Yeah. I mean, but it fit right, and all his stuff fitted right with them. You know, again, he West Indian, Jamaican. He fitted right in with the culture. I mean, Diamond D was one of the brothers from Digging in the Crates in the Hood. I mean, I try to do that today. I still go back and try to find some of the guys, even if they got the Just Do. If I can still help, I try to do that. Some that didn't get the Just Do, and I know they still standing and trying to work. If I can do something, I go get them, and that's what they say. Yo, Biz, that's Uncle Biz, yo.
Right.
Biz called. You gotta go to see Biz, man. Yeah.
And on the Running Things album, this was also the era where a lot of people, of course, we had My Adidas with Run DMC, and you had the Converse, Heavy D had Nike, Squeaky D had Put My Feelers On.
Right.
So what made Converse what you were rolling with and make a whole song about?
They had the star on the side, man. I was a star, man. He had
Starsky.
the star, man. He had the star. The Converse had the star on the side, man. Everybody had no star. Nike had the little check, you know what I'm saying? And Puma had the little the cat. You know, I was a star, man. You had to have a star on the side, man. You know what I'm saying? I was chilling out with the stars, and that's what made me choose the Converse, because Dr. J had the star on the side, man.
Right. Okay. And then one of the other funny quirks was you had on the album, you had Suicide and Murder back to back, and that more names.
See, and now Murder came up at the time in New York. It was ugly. I mean, the police brutality. It wasn't good, and that's what came up with Murder at that time. And again, see, Melle Mel was one of my homies, one of my best friends in the world today. And me and him, we was in the Bronx at this time, and we was listening, and he was helping me in the studio, at this time. And we was talking about all of this type of stuff. Yeah, even like with Suicide, he helped me with the Suicide, with the song Writing the Suicide, about the pit bull, because it was that time, if you can remember, in 1988, pit bulls in New York was a thing with the pit bulls. Everybody was scared of the pit bulls. So, some of that came in to the play. Let the pit bull bite you, let me dynamite you, swim again. So all of this came into play. We was talking about actually what was happening at that time, suicide and murder. We was just trying to do what was happening then. Like, seeing that was Melle Mel thing. And to get off of that, Melle Mel, why I call him the king and the GOAT, and everybody else should too, because his DNA is in every thug rapper on this planet that you heard. Their DNA is in Melle Mel. Melle Mel started that with that last verse of that song, A Child is Born with No State of Mind. That's everybody right now today. And he did that in 78, 79 or something like that. You know what I mean? So he was way, to this day, gangsters, the thugglers, scramblers, burglars, pamblers, pickpockets, peddlers, even panhandlers. You say I'm cool, but I'm no fool. Then you wind up dropping out of high school. Now you're unemployed. Come on, man.
Right.
Come on, man.
Well, you also, with Suicide, what we got to make sure is that way before Big L did Ebonics, you had a whole breakdown of that.
Right, with the breaking of the law.
Yeah.
For those that don't know the law, you know what I'm saying? If you rip somebody off, that's robbery. Breaking in the houses is burglary. Stealing cars is grand larceny. And lying in court, that's perjury. But all of that's real. Yeah. And then you sell it. When I say selling your body, prostitution, you got to go to court. They'll find a solution because they don't have a charge like for it. Right. So it's like a solution. Either you get a fine or, it's like really no one charge. Right. But killing somebody is a homicide. Fucking with me, stone cold suicide. So I try to put that. And even in the Sticky Green, the newest song that I got today, it's 40 years in the game. I'm still blessed, y'all. They say I'm back, but I ain't never left.
Other thing with Running Things, the album ends with Jazzy J showcase.
Right.
And I wanted you to explain because with the foundation.
He put me in. Suicide. We used to eat Oreo cookies, milk, and Low and Brown. That was supposed to be us back then. Low and Brown. You remember? Let it be Low and Brown. Right. We was drinking Low and Browns. And we get the munch after smoking that shit. We get the Oreo cookies. And we was just sit in the studio and make shit up. And that's how we did with the Suicide. Because after we got so mad that nobody wanted it, we just kept playing the shit and playing. And then, like I said, Melle Mel come by, and that's when it all hit us. Like, he's, man, that's the Suicide. We said, man, that's it right there, man. Let's go on in. And we went in. We did the song maybe overnight. And in 2 weeks, not even a week, as Jazzy J had did LL Cool J, he done did all kinds of stuff. So he must have went straight into Bugsy or whatever, because I went home. I heard my shit on the radio the next day, and like, how did that happen? I didn't do shit. I don't know what happened. Like, yo, what, you know
That's
what I'm saying?
Strong City.
Yeah, that was Strong City, no doubt. Because like in my neighborhood, I had the little cassettes decks. We had cassettes at this time, and everybody, I give it to brothers, so they'll play it. But then in the morning, they was playing it, and I just thought my homies was out early, got the boombox out playing, and they like, yo, Bears, trying to call me to come on down. I'm chilling. So I go to the window, yo, BLS. I'm like, huh? BLS. I turned the radio on and yo, I did the freak, man. You hear yourself, yo! I woke right up like, yo! And I'm bugging like, what the fuck, how? What happened? I ain't do nothing like. And I just thought about Jazzy J at this time because, you know, he had the Bugsy, 92 BLS and 98.7 KS. You know, he had a little ends with a couple of those guys, Chuck Chill Out and all that. So that was Jazzy's work. Jazzy did that, but it worked. You know what I'm saying? It just, for me, it was just like, that should happen like that. I wasn't prepared for it. That's what I'm saying. See, I didn't know. I had to ask, yo, what the fuck, man? Yo, Mel, what the fuck is going on? Is this a hit record or what the fuck going on, man? You know what I'm saying? I'm in the rooftop, Brucey B rocking. I'm like, the rooftop is rocking. I'm like, oh man, come on. What's going on, man? He said, you got a hit right here. And that was it for me, man. I saw Cheese smiling. I'm still Cheese smiling to this day. Right
As
now.
you should.
You know? Well, I want to thank y'all for the block party. Thank y'all for the interview. Y'all been rocking with the backbone of the microphone, hip hop's first solo MC, Chief Rocker, Busy Goddamn B.
Yeah, man.
Peace, y'all.
Be sure to check out the History of Gangster Rap by Soren Baker. He's official.
History of Gangster Rap features exclusive interviews with Ice-T, Snoop Dogg, MC Ren, the D.O.C, and dozens of others. The History of Gangster Rap, a definitive look at how Los Angeles changed rap forever.
In Los Angeles, the streets definitely set the tone of the hip-hop music.
At 19, I got a $50,000 car.
My whole angle always was, I'll be street, but I will always tell you the horrors that go along with this life.
It will be penalties and casualties for just wearing the wrong color in somebody's neighborhood.
And once gangster rap made it from the streets to the TV, the genre exploded.
With Fab 5 on Your MTV Raps with NWA.
Yo MTV, it just catapulted us from being local heroes to national gangbang rappers.
The History of Gangster Rap discusses it all from 1980 up till today.
It's always gonna be shit happening in the streets. You know what I mean? So it's always gonna be something to talk about.
The History of Gangster Rap in stores now.